Hey guys, welcome to another video. In today's one, we have more information about this Fortnite X Batman crossover and info on the comic books and all that juicy stuff. Before we jump into it, I just want to say, make sure to tune into the Clark Studios channel to watch the Wanted trailer, and let's jump into this. So Donald Mustard said this: "Comic books have been a part of my life since, forever. A driving force of inspiration for all things I've created. Never did I imagine having the chance to work on a Batman book, let alone write and draw on one. So grateful for Fortnite, Epic, and for DC for this dream come true." And so he said this with this picture and then linked to this article. Now, I'm not going to read the entire thing because there is just some rubbish in there, but I will pick out the most interesting bits. Okay, so the DC and Fortnite universes are some sort of natural bedfellows in the sense that both lean into the idea of an interconnected multiverse. The world of Fortnite is specifically presented as a sort of nexus point between realities, allowing characters from any number of familiar universes to drop in and intermingle. It's sort of like living inside Tommy Westfall's snow globe if everyone was shooting at each other and building towers. Mustard told us that this is exactly why he wanted to bring Batman and other DC heroes into the game as early as possible. "This is a really core Batman story," said Mustard, "and at least for the story I've been thinking about for what would be a really cool lens into the character Batman and into Catwoman and their relationship. So we had this arc that we'd thought through and how it could tie into some of the Fortnite things that were going on and in the time frame where the comics take place. And I read a bunch of Chris's work, and especially your stuff you did on G.I. Joe, which I love so much. I thought that work was so impressive. How Zero Point builds on Batman and the Fortnite continuity. Many comic book crossovers tend to fall outside the traditional continuity of their respective books, but that's anything but the case with Zero Point. This series is set firmly in the era of DC's contemporary Batman comics, and its events have a clear bearing on the world of Fortnite. It's similar to 2020's Fortnite X Marvel Nexus War 4 #1, which brings out a very specific scene in writer Donny Cates' monthly 4 comic. Zero Point isn't quite so specific about exactly where it falls in the Batman timeline, but the costumes alone make obvious this series is steeped in current DC lore. I've worked on a lot of licensed properties, as you know. They're usually not canonical, and it's a thing where you still want to tell a good story and have some fun, but it's like, this isn't canon, said Gage. "It's in this, Donald from the start said, we're going to reveal all the secrets about how the Fortnite Island works." And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. We're going to tell this in the comic book and not the game? So, yeah, that is pretty big news there. This story, in particular, needed to be told through the lens of the character, which is why a comic book or something like that really made the most sense for it, said Mustard. And it allowed us to reveal a lot of really cool Fortnite mythology in a way that, just again, better told through the lens of a character and how they're experiencing it. A lot of things will start to make a lot of sense to people as they're paying attention to what's been going on in Fortnite. Okay, here's a very juicy thing here. You can dress up as some of these characters, but again, our lens into it was that this is all canon, said Mustard. The time frame in which these issues will be releasing is also concurrent with the events of the things that are happening on the island at that time. That is crazy. That basically means that what's happening in these comic books are also happening on the island at the exact same time. So when the first one releases on April 20th, then what happens in Batman Zero Point will also be happening on the island. So it's so he's been put in season 6, I'm guessing, which is massive. And so you'll see evidence of Batman in the world of Fortnite that's fairly concurrent with what you're seeing in the books. Harley, she's one of the first people through the rift. The current cosmetic version of Batman is in Fortnite, but as he's stuck in the loop over and over again, what he looks like begins to evolve and change as he reacts to what the world he's in. And that's something that will be coming. It's very cool. So we went into more detail on that on the first video, so go check that out. But yeah, this is a really big news here. So I thought I'd mention that. So Sheena BR also adds, yeah, so the time frame in which the comics will be released is concurrent with the events happening on the island at that time. This means that there will always be things happening on the island in Season 6 that you can also see in the comics. This doesn't confirm that Season 6 will be completely DC themed. No reason to panic. So we have speculated about that, and we did think that on the channel, but it seems like that may not be 100% of the case. So yeah, now I just want to finish off this video with adding on all the other news, because we haven't gotten a lot, but I thought I'd just add them onto this video. So, weapons and items news from hypex. The balloons were vaulted from the floor as lava LTM, basically because of baby Gingy problems. Yeah, so it was a bug that needed to be fixed. And from Fire Monkey, Epic Games is basically aware of the bug that, like, when you're using like an RPG or one of those little quad launcher rocket things, there can be some like arrows coming out the back, and Epic are actually aware of this and are looking for a fix for that. So, skins and cosmetics news from Sheena BR. The Trinity skin got renamed to the Trinity Trooper, so thought I'd add that right there. So yeah, that, and another thing was that we had confirmation from FN Information that the wolves that we've talked about should be coming in Season 6, and they were planned for this season, but they were scrapped from this season and have been moved to Season 6, which is some pretty cool news. So we should be expecting to see wolves in Season 6. Pretty random, but yeah. And also, one last thing from hypex. Looks like Epic has no plans to delay Season 6 so far, since it's been added to the staging servers today. So pretty cool right there. So hopefully, guys, you did enjoy this video. If uploads have been coming out a little bit late, it's because we're coming out of lockdown in the UK, and that means like going back to school and all that stuff. So yeah, nothing I can really do about that. But uploads will still be coming out as usual, and nothing would have really been changed. Just maybe some of the times that they come out might change. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.